everyone, and welcome to this week's Omsi 2 news, or more so this month because the Omsi 2 news has been very infrequent. But that aside, so to start off, I guess we have some news regarding V3D's projects. So firstly, the Volvo Olympian was published for a very short while on the 2nd of December on his Discord server, which is the Techno servers. However, unfortunately, it has since been removed thanks to a silent minority that decided to basically moan about the littlest things, which basically led to it being removed. Now, I guess that is understandable. The only thing is that essentially this punishes people who are less likely to whinge because, from a statistical standpoint, people who are able to download stuff more immediately in the window span of a few hours tend to be people who, you know, not necessarily always, but, you know, in certain cases have more time on their hands. So then they have more likely to complain because they have more time to complain, and they're more likely to care about these little things because, again, they have more time on their hands. Obviously, the less time you have, the less you're going to care about, you know, missing stuff in an alpha bus, to say the least, because the bus was an alpha version. But basically, people were complaining. There was a few people that complained, and it was removed for everyone. The issue, basically what happens then is the people who complained essentially benefit because now they have exclusive access to this bus, whereas the silent minority over the loud minority, the silent majority suffers because they obviously can't get access to this bus because the link has been removed, and they were less likely to be the first ones to download it and less likely to be the ones that complained. So yes, that's what's happened there. So I guess the silent majority kind of, I guess in a way, got what they wanted. They got to complain, and they now have exclusive access to the bus in a way. But sure, that's the way it is. But yes, essentially that's why it worked. But again, not surprising when there's Omsi community. There's always a few bad apples that have to ruin things for everyone else. That's how it is. So shout out to those people. Congratulations. Complain about a bus, then wonder why nothing ever gets finished, especially when it's in the alpha phase. But look, that aside, I guess moral of the story is nothing new. It's just another day in the Omsi 2 world. Okay, also with regards to V3D, actually the Mirage, the DIgibus Mirage, which is just the Optare Solo, obviously has been renamed for copyright reasons, has been sent over to V3D, has been sent over to Aerosoft, and basically this means it should be released soon. Essentially, Aerosoft just has to approve the files. V3D's intention is for this to be released before Christmas, so hopefully that will be the case. But essentially, I guess we could expect this to be released this month, although obviously things might change. But yes, the Optare Solo is now essentially pretty much ready to go, and yes, it is now in the hands of Aerosoft. This will be on Steam, thankfully. Thankfully, not all developers are using the much more convenient quotation marks sarcasm etc. But yeah, thankfully, not all developers are going to the model of where it's basically more stress for the consumer. It'll be on Steam, obviously. This means he's taking a cut, so it's the way it is. But yeah, this will be on Steam. I think the price quoted was like the price that's being intended is about £12.50, so about €15. Obviously a bit more expensive than the Phantom, but I guess, you know, there is inflation and that sort of thing. But yes, that's that. So yes, that's regarding the whatever yoke that was. If I can, yes, you know what I was. Yeah, that's regarding the Optare Solo. Okay. It's been a long day, folks. Okay, next up is the V3D Dennis Transbus. V3D. Okay, this is not regarding V3D, but basically there's a new fictional, I think it's fictional repaint, a fictional Christmas repaint. Yes, for Stagecoach, released by Gaming Hydraulics for the Transbus LX 400. Looks quite nice. You know, we're in that season again, so it might be worth checking out. And then finally, as is always the case, every December, the Omsi 2 Webdisk Advent Calendar is now running. So the Advent Calendar basically runs for 25 days, and it gives you the opportunity to win some payware DLCs for Omsi 2. So I'm just looking at this. Actually, yes, it's a 4x6 matrix, so it's the first 24 days to Christmas. But yes, essentially, every day there's I think there's 2 DLCs. That was the case in the previous years. There's 2 DLCs, 2 payware DLCs that have been given by Aerosoft and Helicon.air. So basically, Aerosoft and Helicon.air sponsor this album calendar, providing keys. So there's a chance to win a payware DLC every day of the month up to before Christmas by just opening each corresponding date, and then you can see if you won anything. Note you can't open the advent calendars retrospectively because obviously prices are given on the day, so you can't win the prizes if they've already been given out because of what happened previous time period. But also fear not if you don't win something, if you don't win a payroll DLC, there's also like little mods posted that like repaints and all that kind of stuff, online mods, and I guess like that kind of thing each day, which tend to be exclusive at least until Christmas, and then the developers sometimes just release them anyway. So yes, that's a little nice feature that's been going on now for a few years, and it's happening this year. So just that's a reminder. I myself didn't even know this was happening. I forgot about it. I just checked the Webdisk to see stuff about the Omsi 2 news and saw this is taking place. So yes, if you want, your chances of winning, statistically speaking, are not that high, but you know, if it's something you want to engage in, might as well, you know, that kind of thing. And folks, that's really this week's Omsi 2 news. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and yes, we shall hopefully have more videos, as there's more stuff to talk about. And since you saw it's coming out soon, we'll hopefully have videos of that as well. So that's it for now. Bye bye.